Hi, everybody. Well, I've been enjoying my walks in these brisk, cold mornings. I'm kind of the opinion that I would rather dress a little bit warmer and walk when it's like -5 to -10 than I would walking when it's like -2 to +2. Because when it's around that freezing point, it just feels damp and cold. But -10 is cold. But you dress for it, and it's usually a drier cold. Suffice to say is I've been enjoying my time walking and praying, listening to some good books, as well as just chatting to God about all of you. I hope that your week is going well. Today I'd like to focus on 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verses 5 to 7. Paul is talking to the Corinthians, and he writes this second letter to them, in which he talks about who Christ is in us. And verse 5b says, "We preach that Jesus Christ is Lord, and we ourselves are your servants for Jesus' sake. For God, who said, 'Let there be light in the darkness,' has made this light to shine in our hearts so that we could know the glory of God that is seen in the face of Christ. We now have this shining light in our hearts, but we ourselves are like a fragile clay jar containing this great treasure. This makes it clear that our great power is from God and not ourselves." Well, I have for you, this is a lighthouse. It's a little porcelain sort of lighthouse that we've had for lots and lots of years. Well, it has holes, and if you look in the back here, you've got a little place there for a votive candle that you can light, and the light shines out. I could use this as a container to hold water, I suppose, but the reality is the water would flow out of all these little windows and out of the top, and it would all dissipate like a fragile, cracked jar. When we try to put something in a device, a container that wasn't designed for it, it really doesn't work. Just like having a lighthouse be a carrier for water. Well, that's a bit ridiculous because a lighthouse was made to demonstrate light. In the same way, God has made us to demonstrate his light. And so when we take and allow God to live his life in us, what ends up happening is we begin to shine. And the light shines through the portals of our lighthouse, and we demonstrate light in the room. And there we have this light that's shining in the darkness, and it shines brightly. And so the clay pot that was cracked actually has a huge function. Not the function for carrying water in this case, but the function for demonstrating the power of God made to live in each of us. There, and the lights are on again. Well, I hope that gives you a bit of a sense of what Paul is saying here. When Christ's light living in us shines out to others, it demonstrates the great power that God has invested in us, his children. So go out and demonstrate his clear light shining through your life today to someone else. God bless you, church. Praying for you.